Hey, welcome back to another edition of Bayface Brew Review. My name's Alex. I'll be walking you guys and gals through this review for the next few minutes here today. We're looking at an awesome new release from Lagunitas Brewing Company out of Petaluma, California and Chicago, Illinois. This is their Super Cluster Double IPA, which they're calling a Citra hopped Mega Ale, exclusively using Citra hops from what I'm told in this letter that Lagunitas had sent to me on the beer sampling program. So, really cool stuff. I'm assuming it'll be kind of more of a traditional Lagunitas West Coast Double IPA. Getting into the accolades of this beer, Beer Advocate gives it 4.16 out of 5, putting it in an exceptional category. Only about 4 ratings or so not much to go off of there. The folks on Untappd give it 4.03 out of 5 caps, so some very solid stuff in regards to the rating. Getting into the specs of the beer, I talked about Citra, solo hopping. The alcohol by volume is 8%, put in that double IPA category, and then the IBU content is 60. So some really cool stuff. It's available from July through September in 12-ounce bottles and 12 packs, excuse me. There actually was something I saw on mybeerbuzz.com, excuse me, which is a really great tool to kind of look at new beers that are coming out, saying that this was going to be released in 12-ounce cans in 12 packs. So it must have been well received by the company there and folks around the area already, that they're going to kind of migrate putting this double IPA into 12-ounce 12 packs. So really interesting stuff. Other than that, not much more. Super fresh. This might be one of the freshest Lagunitas beers I've had. 169th day of the year is the Co, which puts it at June 18th, I believe, so about 1 week removed from the bottling date. Cool looking font here, kind of Star Wars-esque. Other than that, let's get into a glass and get a smell, a taste, and a feel for the Super Cluster Double IPA from Lagunitas Brewing Company. And I can't imagine Lagunitas will make a hazy IPA. I know that there's been a couple that have kind of reminded me of, a little bit of New England style, but nothing really where we're going to get full-on, opaqueness. They're going to stick true to their West Coast roots. Wow, this smells amazing, I can already say, coming out of the glass. But let's get into a look on this bad boy before we dive into an aroma. Awesome golden clarity to this one, kind of copper orange clarity to this one. Nice bubble streaming up from the bottom. Really active carbonation, actually. Really soap sudsy head, tightly compact, getting them loose at the top. See if we swirl it around, we get any sort of glass lacing or alcohol legs clinging to the side. Yeah, I can see a little bit here. Yeah, it smells awesome. Let's get into a smell and aroma on this bad boy. Wow. Smells like the Lagunitas beer signature yeast strain in there, no doubt. Big grapefruit, like big fresh grapefruit juice in this one. Kind of getting a little bit of candied orange. Maybe a touch of tropical fruit, mango. I'm kind of picking up kind of a bready, doughy malt sweetness, caramel sweetness. Smells a little bit like Hop Stupid. Yeah, it smells really nice. Kind of oily, resiny, a little bit of pine in there, a little earthiness. Really big citrus notes, obviously, for being so Citra hopped. Maybe just a touch of herbaliness. Really nice, kind of Lagunitas smelling beer. Head retention's been pretty solid. Without further ado, let's dive into the Super Cluster Double IPA. My mouth is watering. Cheers, Prost. Really nice stuff. Yeah, that's good. Wow. Right up front, I get a nice kind of like this caramel, doughy, almost like a touch of honey-like sweetness to this. Then from there, we really kind of migrate into this big hop bomb show that is Super Cluster. I mean, it's big, great red grapefruit, big citrus peel, really like kind of juice, just big juiciness from the citrus department, just kind of being squeezed onto your palate there. And then as we transition to the back end, you get a huge, I feel like you get a pretty big slap of bitterness for 60 IBUs, and it kind of gets the Lagunitas yeast strength starts to come out. You get a little bit of like pine, a little bit of resiny quality to it, almost kind of herbally esqueness to it on the back end. A little bit of sweetness, you know, after those first initial citrus burst there, and then really drying out nicely on the back end with kind of this resiny, oily texture. It kind of reminds me of if you took Hop Stupid and their Citra sinensis and kind of crossed them. Not so much on the sweet side of Citra sinensis, but you definitely get all that citrus characteristic, and then you get the nice oily dryness that you get from Hop Stupid if you've had that, hopefully. So, awesome stuff. Really, really drinkable. Getting into a feel of it. Medium mouthfeel. There is no alcohol at all for 8%, which is something Lagunitas has done so well over the years in regards to hiding the ABV in their beers and the drinkability. It's really, really nice and clean. It finishes nice and dry, bone dry. It makes it very, very drinkable, very refreshing as well for 8% beer, which is kind of a crazy thing to say. Yeah, you get some kind of like candied fruit notes too. I get a little bit of some of the tropical fruit notes that I'll get in like the 12th of Never Ale, and even their little something easy. Maybe there might even be kind of a touch of wheat in this. Really, really nice stuff. As far as a grade goes on the Super Cluster, I'm looking at about 90%. I think this beer is going to come in at like $16 for a 12-pack, which is absurd for an 8% beer. I could definitely see Lagunitas putting that price point that low. It's really, really drinkable. It's very flavorful. It's true to their West Coast roots. Nice dry finish. I really like this beer. 90 from me, but that's not what matters. Matters what you guys and gals think, so you can let me know in the comment section down below. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What did you think of the Super Cluster? I say it every single time, and I really mean it. Honest to God. Thank you so much to each and every one of you. Tune in, subscribe, comment on the videos. Keep this thing growing together. Until next time, you guys. Cheers, Prost. We'll see y'all again on Bay Face Brew Review.